Let's have a look at rating system selection. Every project team must select a lead rating system. And you must select the rating system that is most appropriate. You see the examples of the rating systems below. If it is unclear which rating system to use, you can contact USGBC for advice. Well, let's start with an overview of the various rating systems. The first one is LEED for Building Design and Construction, or BD&C. This is for buildings that are new construction or major renovation. In addition, at least 60% of the project's gross floor area must be complete by the time of certification, except for core and shell. Let's have a look at the subcategories. Firstly, we have the main category, LEED BD+C, new construction and major renovation. This is for buildings that do not primarily serve K-12 educational, retail, data centers, warehouses and distribution centers, hospitality or healthcare uses. New construction also includes high-rise residential buildings for 9 stories or more. The second category, LEED BD&C, core and shell development. This is for buildings that are new constructions or major renovation for the exterior shell and core mechanical, electrical and plumbing units, but not complete an interior fit-out. Core and shell is an appropriate rating system to use if more than 40% of the gross floor area is incomplete at the time of certification. Then we have LEED BD&C for schools. These are for buildings made up of core and ancillary learning spaces on K-12 school grounds. School may optionally be used for higher education and non-academic buildings on school campuses. LEED BD+C retail is for building used to conduct the retail sale of consumer products. This includes both direct customer service area, for example showrooms, and preparation or storage area that support the customer service. The next is LEED BD&C data centers. This is for buildings specifically designed and equipped to meet the needs of high-density computing equipment, such as server racks, used for data storage and processing. Data centers only address the whole building data center, greater than 60%. Next one, LEED BD&C warehouse and distribution centers. This is for buildings that are used to store goods, manufacture products, merchandise, raw materials, or personal belongings, such as self-storage. BD&C hospitality is for buildings that are dedicated to hotels, motels, inns, or other businesses with the service industry that provide transitional or short-term lodging with or without food. LEED BD&C healthcare is for hospitals that operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and provide inpatient medical treatment, including acute and long-term care. LEED BD&C homes and multifamily low-rise is for single-family homes and multifamily residential buildings up to 3 stories. Projects 3 to 5 stories may choose the homes rating system that corresponds to the Energy Star program in which they are participating. Lastly, we have the BD&C multifamily mid-rise. This is for multifamily residential buildings of 4 to 8 occupied stories above grade. The building must have 50% or more residential space. And buildings near 8 stories can inquire with the USGBC about using mid-rise or new construction if appropriate. Let's have a look at the next main category, LEED for interior design and construction. This is for interior spaces that are complete interior fit-outs. In addition, at least 60% of the project's gross floor area must be complete by the time of certification. Within that, we have 3 subcategories. The first one, LEED ID&C commercial interiors. This is for interior spaces dedicated to functions other than retail or hospitality. And as you expect, the next one is LEED ID&C retail, for interior spaces used to conduct the retail sale of consumer product goods, and again includes both direct customer service areas and preparation or storage areas that support customer service. And the last ID&C category is hospitality. This is for interior spaces dedicated to hotels, motels, inns, or other businesses within the service industry that provide transitional or short-term lodging with or without food. The next main category is LEED for building operations and maintenance. And this is for existing buildings that are undergoing improvement work or little to no construction. So here within that category you have the following. LEED O&M existing building. This is for existing buildings that do not primarily serve K-12 educational, retail, data centers, warehouses and distribution center or hospitality uses. As you may expect, we have different categories for exactly those points. For LEED O&M retail, existing buildings used to conduct the retail sale of consumer product goods. And again, this includes both direct customer service and preparation or storage area. LEED O&M schools is for existing buildings made up of core and ancillary learning spaces on K-12 grounds. And again, they may be used for higher education and non-academic buildings on school campuses. LEED O&M hospitality, as you may expect, for existing buildings dedicated to hotels, motels and inns. LEED O&M data centers, again same thing, existing buildings specifically designed and equipped to meet the needs of high-density computing equipment. Lastly, we have the category O&M warehouse and distribution centers. And again, this is for existing buildings used to store goods, manufactured products, merchandise and raw materials, or personal belongings. The last major category is LEED for neighborhood development. These are for new land development projects or redevelopment projects containing residential use or non-residential use or a mix. And projects may be at any stage of the development process, from conceptual planning through construction. And it's recommended that at least 50% of the building floor area be new construction or major renovation. Buildings within the project and features in the public realm are evaluated. We have two subcategories, LEED ND Plan. This is for projects in the conceptual planning or master planning phases or under construction, and the LEED ND Build Project. This is for completed development projects. So how do you choose between those rating systems? In essence, we follow the 40-60 rule, as that provide guidance in decision making on what is correct. The 40-60 rule works as follows. If a rating system is appropriate for less than 40% of the gross floor area of the LEED project building or space, then the rating system should not be used. If the rating system is appropriate for more than 60% of the gross floor area of a LEED project building, then the rating should be used. If an appropriate rating system falls between 40 and 60% of the gross floor area, the project team must independently assess their situation and decide which rating system is most applicable.